And welcome back to Deathbattle prediction. I didn't get it's my first loss of the season. I had a feeling once the analysis was fully done that I was probably taking an L on that one. But they even acknowledged that there were scenarios where that character would have won. It was just a matter of I won't say what it came down to if you haven't watched the episode. It just came out today. But still, point being, the newest prediction. I'm looking forward to this one. Obito, I'm a Naruto fan, and Star Wars, grew up on this shit. Obito versus Darth Vader, man. Oh, that's what people have been asking for, from what I understand. And look, they once good, turned bad, and brought back to the light. I get the symbolism. Now, last time we did a Star Wars Naruto one, that was Kakashi versus Obi-Wan. And I had actually given it to Kakashi, but because they were actually using legends in terms of the Obi-Wan strength feats, Obi-Wan kind of overwhelmed Kakashi pretty hard on that. I'd actually go so far to say, and I would actually say that if we were sticking with simply the canon, what is now canon, not the legend stuff, Kakashi probably would have won, because you can't compare him to legends characters at that point. That you can only use the canon stuff. And they were comparing him to someone who could actually move with singularity in terms of just straight power. So if we have to assume they're going to be using Darth Vader's Legends canon stuff, and that's a whole lot of shit, man. I mean, the base abilities of Darth Vader are telekinesis, force push, force choke, mind games. Though I think Obito can get around that. Physically, he's very powerful because of his suit. His lightsaber is deadly. But if you're going beyond that, his Legends abilities include things like not Force Lightning, but a different version of it. We know he was ultimately stronger than Obi-Wan, so anything Obi-Wan theoretically from Legends could do in terms of power output, Vader could do as well, and if not stronger. We see him capable of lifting starships with no problem, small starships anyway, with little difficulty. And that's just the stuff I know off the top of my head. So the question is Obito able to match that? We know that Force users probably aren't going to be very susceptible to Genjutsu, so the Genjutsu I think we're just going to have to take right out here. Also, Obito didn't really have use of the 6 paths that much, if I remember correctly. Even with the Rinnegan in his eye, it was hard enough to just keep control one Rinnegan. That said, Kamui is a freaking hacked ability, man. The ability to just go intangible whenever you need to, and just not take damage. You cannot underestimate the value of an ability like that. And then the fact that if he even touches Vader, which is very possible for him to touch Vader, I imagine. If he even touches Vader, Vader's going to be fucked. Because he's going to take parts of Vader and just take him out and throw him. He could easily take Vader's head or just throw him in that dimension, and Vader's not going to be able to get out of there, and that's a win for Obito. We're assuming also, just like they did with Madara, that they're going to go into Jubito, which now you're going with 6 paths Obito, who has access to the truth-seeking orbs, which I can only assume are going to be too much for Vader to handle. Vader won't be able to touch them, first off. His lightsaber could probably touch it without any difficulty, so you're probably going to get a scene of either telekinesis with the truth-seeking orbs, by fighting those off, or his lightsaber batting them away, or cutting them in half. We know he could form the giant F-off, I can't remember what it was, the giant sword that looks almost like a DNA strand. He could form that. He was immune to all forms of ninjutsu, but that doesn't matter here. Plus, he had high levels of regeneration. Except for Senjutsu. He wasn't immune to Senjutsu, but Vader doesn't have any of that. This, oh boy. This is a tough one. I think this is the toughest one we've had this season so far. Because Ant-Man and the Atom, I that was not tough. I didn't feel like the Atom was as big a threat to Hank. Dragonborn versus the Chosen Undead, that one was definitely a closer match, certainly. But Dragonborn, That one I just didn't know enough about either or. Here I actually have a good knowledge on both these guys. Even without knowing all the Legends canon for Vader, I know a decent amount of stuff off the top of my head. And I watched Naruto. The Killua versus Misaki thing, that came off as pretty clear. Stitch versus Rocket, it was actually not as close as you might think, but still nowhere near as not far as I think here the ooh. Okay, the question is simply going to be who can survive the other, and who is going to be able to who can take either more damage or who can avoid getting damaged more from the other, and then who can get the kill shot in. I think it's gonna be Obito again. Kamui is just a fucking hack stability. Granted, Vader, most Jedi do have like relative light speed level kind of reflexes, but Naruto characters kind of have that too once you get into the really high level shit. I will go with my gut right now and say Obito. But this is going to be a close one, I think. This is going to be one of the close ones. Also, I think this will probably be a 3D fight. We started with a pixel fight, then we went to a 3D one, then we had just 2 pixel ones back to back. The last Naruto versus Star Wars one was a 3D fight. I think this one's going to be a 3D fight too. Anyway, I don't know. What do you think? Who do you got? Why do you got them? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, though. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.